On behalf of CPC Logistics, I'd just like to thank the PMTC for allowing us to continue to sponsor this. I'd like to thank Rick's family for being here again this year to be a part of this. Having personally known and worked with Rick, it's an honor for us to remember him today and acknowledge those like him who dedicate themselves to their work and dedicate themselves to those on the road who we all depend on. Thank you.
Rick began his career in the transportation industry right out of high school, joining the John Deere Canadian fleet on November 25th of 1991, and quickly developed a reputation as a dependable driver with a great work ethic. Rick earned his Million Mile Award and started to train to provide relief dispatch, and then moved into full-time dispatch role in 2000. As the fleet grew and it was discovered the kind of effort that Rick was dedicating to his role, the dispatch office was expanded, and Rick received the CPC Logistics President's Award in recognition of his exceptional loyalty, service, and dedication. It's a testament to Rick's dedication along the rest of the supervisory team that the John Deere private fleet has won the PMTC National Fleet Award multiple times. This award is designed to help people recognize the exceptional, often underappreciated efforts of dispatchers who have made an outstanding contribution to their company in the past year or over their career. Today, I have Rick's sister, Lynn Holland, and I would ask her to come forward to help me please present this award. It's a pleasure to have you. Ernie Streicher from Home Hardware Stores Limited is your 2025 Rick Austin Memorial Dispatcher of the Year Award winner. Could I please have Ernie and his spouse Karen join us up here on stage?
All right, everybody, I've got Ernie Streicher here with Home Hardware. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good. So you are Dispatcher of the Year at Home Hardware.
35 years.
35 years. And do you dispatch a certain market or a certain run, product, province? Like some people have outbound dispatch, inbound. What's your role?
Yeah, I dispatch out of the St. Jacobs Distribution Center, which is the head office.
For all of Canada?
Yes.
Okay, wow.
For all of Canada, and there's also a Taskman Distribution Center as well as Dillard.
Oh, wow. You guys have a big fleet. That's a big job.
Yeah,
That's a big job.
It is a big job.
Yeah.
We've got about 60 trucks in St. Jacobs.
Okay. Yeah. I've been up to your yard there. It's pretty impressive. Now, did you used to drive before you were a dispatcher? Or?
Yeah, I drove for 21 years.
Okay.
Home Hardware.
Right. Okay.
Before I moved inside.
So what was that transition like? If you can remember back to that day, was it because it's hard to go from the truck to dispatching, you want to be out there, or what was it like for you?
Yeah, no, it was a bit of a transition.
A bit of a challenge,
sure.
yeah.
A bit of a challenge to you, but one advantage was that I had the experience on the road before moving inside.
Right.
So, and then again, learning new processes and gaining the respect of the drivers and stuff like that.
That's the hard part, right?
Yeah, that's the hard part. Yeah.
Wayne's laughing in the background. Go, oh yeah, he ain't got mine yet. I remember the days of the little. I started driving in '82, so I remember the days of the little window, just so you couldn't choke the dispatch. That worked out. Hopefully, you had a better culture than some of the companies I work for, but that's okay. That's the way it goes. So okay. So now, did you know about becoming Dispatcher of the Year? How'd you find out?
I heard about or was made aware of it about a month ago.
Okay, all right.
About a month ago.
Okay.
They had nominated me, and then I had.
So now and you just recently retired. You retiring, or you retired?
I retired about a month and a half ago.
Just when you get the clout to really mess with the guys, you retire. You should just stay on for another, or stay on for another couple of years. Just have some fun with them, right? Send them the wrong addresses. Just see how much this works. Yeah. I would do that. So now, is there a team? If you're leaving and you've got all this knowledge, who's taken your role in place to, like, is there a number of dispatchers, or is it just one or two? It's got to be more than one with a fleet that size.
There's a team of 3.
Right. Okay.
Dispatchers in the office.
Wow, I would think there'd be even more of the amount of trucks and stuff you guys have, and the moving parts.
Yeah, and then there's a couple of ladies that help out as well. So.
Right. So, what for dispatchers who are coming up behind you? What's a tip that you would give somebody that's coming up that wants to have the tenure that you got and that kind of stuff? What would you tell them?
What would I tell them? I'd say that be there for the drivers.
Yeah.
Yeah, be there for the drivers, and because they're the ambassadors to the company, right?
Yeah.
And I always say too that we're all in this together.
Yeah.
We got to work together as a team. And
most drivers don't understand that part. It's us against them, right? Just like Smokey and the Bandit. That's the way it goes. Dispatch against the drivers.
It's got to be a team effort.
Yeah.
And if you don't have that team effort, then you start running.
So what kind of things would you do to gain the respect of the drivers? Because I've dispatched for small companies on a part-time basis, not full-time. I call it executive babysitting. Like that's real. I had the ones I was dispatching had a fleet of 12 trucks. 4 guys, I could give them a load and not hear from them until it's delivered. The other ones would call me, the mud flaps black, whatever the problem is. And I've always been the kind of driver you'll hear from me before, you won't have to call me. I'm just going to do my. So how do you gain that respect of drivers? Because they're all different. I think part of it is knowing that you were in the seat and you've done the job, I think is one thing. But
yeah, that is one advantage too.
Yeah.
Was one advantage. And that's what, I could identify what they're going through.
Right.
And you got to and I always try to, always realize too that they got a life outside of driving as well, right?
Yeah.
So, and they're, and having that respect for each other, keeping the line of communication open is key.
Yeah.
I feel, right?
Is it believing everything they say? Because they can whine like no tomorrow, some of them guys. Not Wayne, like other guys.
I always say, there's always 2 sides to a story.
Yeah.
So don't jump to a conclusion before you get the full.
The dispatchers I've always respected are the ones that have your back. You might be in the wrong down the road or whatever, but they'll take your side first and then get the full story from the customer or whatever before some will take just the customer's side, and even if you're right, you're not believed, right? So Home Hardware is a pretty good place to work, eh?
Yeah, very good place. It's been a good company to work for.
Did you miss driving?
I do miss driving.
Yeah.
And that's likely something I still want to do a bit when.
So you're going back to work.
Yeah.
1 month home, and then the wife said, "Okay, that's enough of you. Get back out there."
Yeah, something part-time, just to.
Yeah.
'Cause I do enjoy driving as well.
Yeah, I stopped driving professionally 2006, and I miss it. But I don't know if I have the patience anymore to the way the industry was today. It used to be a lot of fun. I had a ton of fun in the industry.
Yeah.
But I've now my wife goes, "How did you make it 25 years? You just yell at everybody." I go, "Well, if they drove properly, it'd be so much easier." It seemed to be easier back in the day. Well, congratulations, my friend. Thank you very much for being dispatcher of the year 2025. Woohoo!
Well, thank you.
You got a whole lot of people ahead of you that were in good shape too. So thanks for carrying the torch.